How long should you work a sales lead for, and how long is too long? Keep watching to find out more. What's going on, sales family? It's Fairhead from Sales Unveiled, once again helping slash through all the misconceptions around sales, business, a little bit of personal development, and giving you the practical advice that you need in your day-to-day careers. A little bit of a shorter video today, guys, but I wanted to cover a very, very common question I hear pretty much on a weekly basis. A lot of you new to sales will be working at organizations of, a variety of different sizes, from tiny little small startups to large multinational organizations. So should you be working these organizations in the same way? Absolutely not. Let's break down then the three main size classifications for organizations and how long you should work them for. SMB companies. So SMB companies are basically just small to medium sized businesses. I would classify them as being anywhere from 1 to 500 employees. Doesn't really sound small, does it? As such, there are a lot more SMB businesses in the marketplace than there are any other types of businesses. Now, because there are a lot more of these types of businesses in the marketplace, it's just going to make speaking to these prospects in these companies a lot easier. I mean, after all, it's going to be so much simpler reaching out to an organization that only has 3 employees and getting through to the right person than speaking to an organization with 2,000, which challenging. As such then, I typically work SMB style organizations for around about 14 days. Mid-market or medium-sized businesses. So for me, and this is again all my weird classification system, medium-sized businesses are typically between 500 and 2,500 employees. These organizations would have typically been around for a decade or so and been established in the industries that they operate in, even if me and you might not be that familiar with them. These types of organizations I found are either really small on the international side of things or really large on a nationalistic side, which I don't even think that's a word, but hey, we're gonna go with it because it's Sunday and this video has to go out tomorrow. So how long should you work these contacts for, Fairhead? Well, typically speaking, these organizations, don't know what that was by the way, these organizations can be a little bit more challenging to get a hold of. So I would recommend reaching out to these organizations for around about 2 weeks to 4 weeks. 4 weeks in general if they are on the larger side, and that should work wonders for yourselves there. Enterprise level organizations. Time for the big boys. So finally, we have the enterprise level organizations. These are the ones that, everyone's familiar with, the large multinational organizations like, BMW, Microsoft, Apple, just big guys basically. These organizations then typically range from around about 2,500 employees to an unlimited amount. I mean, it's not uncommon for some of the larger organizations in this sector to have hundreds of thousands of employees, which I'm getting a bit of anxiety just thinking about. Now, whilst getting through to these types of organizations can be very, very challenging, I really mean that. One of the things I will say is that these types of organizations often have the largest value there and the largest contract value. So they are definitely worth going after if you want that sweet cheddar cheese monopoly money change. Working these types of organizations then is very much a case of building up a long-term relationship with your prospects, as opposed to just doing a random call and hoping you'll get through to the right person. Getting through the switchboard alone can definitely be a maze, which is why I would recommend that you reach out to these contacts for around about 4 to 6 weeks, or some cases even 2 to 3 months if you're really, really interested in the organization that you want to get through to. Guys, as always, thanks so much for watching, but I wanted to always give you a little bit of a bonus here at the end of this video, which is what we're going to do right now. My little juicy tip for today then, guys, is also want to make sure, regardless of how long you're working the prospect for, that you also give them breaks. I mean, I have a bit of a bad habit in terms of calling prospects 2 or 3 times a day. So what I'd recommend then is ensure that you have a couple of days where you're just not calling them, you're not emailing them, and you're giving them a bit of a break for yourself. Now, if you're interested in a more in-depth video whereby we go through each individual step of the process, each individual day of the cadence, and how we would work those individual prospects, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, if you're interested in more fantastic content around sales, business, personal development, side hustles, all of those fantastic things, which I know a lot of you guys are, please do absolutely smash the subscribe and like button. It really does help out the channel. And one day might even get to 100 subscribers. So there is that. As always, guys, thanks so much for your time. And until the next one, bye for now.